discussion, which has been divided into three groups, A, B, and C. Group A comprises of members from IT corporates. Group B would comprise of IT associations, heads, and Group C constitutes of IT distributors. I would like to invite on stage our panelists for the panel discussion. In Group A, is of 6 vendors from HP, Kaspersky, Zycom, Canon, D-Link, and VMware. Request Mr. Ajay Sehgal from HP, the country sales manager, IPG HP India, to kindly come on stage. Joining him in Group A is Mr. Jagannath Patnaik from Kaspersky, Director Channel Sales, SA Kaspersky Lab. From Zycom, we have Mr. Anand Swaminathan, CEO. From Canon, Mr. VP Sajeevan, Director CSP. From D-Link, Mr. Tushar Singhal, CEO. And from VMware, Mr. A.L. Jagannath, Director Marketing. They comprise the Group A. From Group B, which is of the IT associations, has IT associations from Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata, Chennai, Guwahati, and Ahmedabad. Would like to invite on stage Mr. Shyam Modi, Chairman, All Delhi Computer Traders Association. Mr. R. Sridhar, President, Association for IT, AIT Bangalore. Mr. B. Hari, President, Computer Association of Eastern India, Campus Kolkata. Mr. A. Muthuswamy, President, Chennai Confed. Mr. Rajesh K. Agarwal, President, Guwahati. And Mr. Rajiv Malhotra, President, Jammu Computer Dealers Association, Jammu. The Group C, which is of distributors. In Group C, we have the distributors, and would like to invite the gentleman up on stage, Mr. Sanjeev Krishnan, Chairman, Iris Computers Limited. Mr. V.K. Bhandari, CMD, Supertron Electronics Limited. Are these gentlemen here? Mr. Rajiv Sood, Director, Transtech Infobase Private Limited. Mr. Bhavin Bhatt, Country Manager, Entech Solutions India Private Limited. Mr. Mahendra Lalwani, CMO, Telexel Information Systems. And Mr. M. Chandrasekharan, Senior Vice President, HCL Infosystems Limited. And of course, I would now like to invite on stage the moderator of this session, Mr. Lux Rao, Country Manager, Cloud Consulting Services, HP India. The topic for the panel discussion is growth drivers for the Indian IT industry. We had such a distinguished panel of speakers for the panel discussion, truly a historic moment for us. Words to be captured. And now I hand over the floor to Mr. Lux Rao, the moderator of the session. The floor is all yours, sir.
We will actually take our seats. Good evening, everybody. It's really nice to be here and talk about actually some of the things that are opportunities for the industry at large. But I thought actually Deepak, this is Deepak. This is VARIndia, right? You talked about everyone. Where are the value-added resellers? I would like to actually invite 2 value-added resellers to come up on stage, please, because it's all about you over here. Can I have some volunteers, some boards coming up over here? So volunteers, please. I thought actually wards in India are a very aggressive community and they would like to leverage every opportunity that's there. Please come up on stage. We'll have a very engaging discussion and understand actually what is it that's an opportunity out there in the market for us. Is there someone coming there at the back? Do we have any wards over here who would like to come up on stage and actually engage in a discussion on the panel? Welcome. Big round of applause for this gentleman over here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Vishwanath Patil from Nite Systems Private Limited, Delhi.
Please join us, sir. But actually, share here. I need another volunteer. We've got actually another volunteer, an opportunity for another volunteer, another ward to come up over here. Can someone join in, please? Mr. Parak here needs company, is that right? Would you like some company over here? Sure. Absolutely. System integrators, value-added resellers, anyone who, yeah, we've got actually another volunteer coming up. Welcome. Round of applause, please.
My name is Ravi Soni from GoIP.
GoIP. Mr. Ravi Soni from GoIP. I'd like to actually join this Parak over here. The topic for today is actually a very vast topic. It talks about actually growth opportunities for IT in India. Before we actually get into the panel discussion, there's a very large panel over here. I don't know how much of face time we'll actually have. If I take 45 minutes actually and divide by 21 panelists, you do the math actually, we've got very little time. But my job is to actually make sure we've got diverse opinions coming in, we've got actually thoughts coming in that help the ward, that help the system integrator community at large over here. So let's actually start off defining some of the key things over here. If we talk about growth in India, I think that's actually like preaching to the choir to say that India is actually a major growth hub. What we've seen in terms of IT growth in the last 5 years has actually been unprecedented. I actually work for HP. I can say with confidence actually a whole lot of opportunity that's there in the marketplace. The kind of solutions that we're actually doing are unprecedented. There are some major growth agendas that are actually being driven both from a policy point of view as well as actually from a customer point of view, and the sheer logistics of managing a large country for organizations is bringing about new solutions. So without much ado, I'd like to actually go straight into the panel, and we'll actually start off from Mr. Shyam Modi. Would you like to take a couple of minutes actually and share what are your perspectives of what the growth drivers are for India? Maybe we can have a mic as well over here so that we can be quicker. And hand mic. Bit closer.
Nite is very vast, you can say large scope of business. Now, we are in the business last 20 years. We have seen every year it is growing by more than 50%. Nite is unproductive, you can say, that India is a very big market. And there is still, there are a lot of innovations there that we need to grow IT industry.
Mr. Modi, you can speak from personal experience as to what are the growth drivers you have seen in the last maybe a year or a couple of years now?
See, we have started this business in 1985.
Yeah.
Then we used to do it first. We started, my experience,
Yeah.
I started business the factory style.
Yeah.
And then we started from Bombay and moved to Delhi. Delhi, we used to supply from Bombay to Delhi. And we see that Delhi is a potential market. So shifted India.
Yeah.
Then we shifted very fast. Component business. Now we are mostly distribution of the IT industry.
Sure.
Today we are around 150 crore company. Started with lakhs of things. Coming growth we are planning next year around 50 crore.
Very good.
That kind of things is going on. The middle-place market,
Yeah.
every market is not going like anything.
Absolutely.
And middle-place is the biggest market, you can say, Asia,
Right.
not only the
Brilliant. Actually, from you're saying that, the perspective is so vast, you're talking about actually from a floppy disk of that time to cloud computing of today, there's a very wide spectrum, a very wide journey that you come across. It's all about the journey. Thank you very much, sir. Once you.
Thank you, Lance. Good evening, everybody. I bring the wishes from Bangalore. Going back, Mr. Shyam has rightly said that the IT industry has grown as a business. But here, there are certain things that I need to stress. IT has, but for the ITES and the software development companies and things like that, usually IT comes as an auxiliary function for manufacturing or is for office automation in banking and education and such sort of industries. See, what happens is if IT has to grow, the other industries have to grow. For example, in a production setup, in an industry, if the industry growth takes place, automatically the IT industry implementation in those companies also will increase. So all these years, if you take from the last 1 decade, the manufacturing segment has registered a growth. The growth was about 7.5 to 8.2% over the last decade. This has been one of the major drivers for IT to grow. Even education has grown. The number of engineering colleges have increased, the number of the first grade colleges have increased. Education is one more growth driver. And you have healthcare. Healthcare is one of the major contributors for IT. The healthcare industry has grown leaps and bounds in India. So these are the things which I feel, if they continue to grow, IT also will grow.
Absolutely.
That is how I take mine.
Absolutely. So the points that you are actually saying is that, you've got manufacturing, healthcare, which is actually growing exponentially along with education. That will actually, be the fuel for the IT growth going ahead in the future. Mr. I will come back to you actually in just 1 minute. Okay, we'll actually get a vendor perspective so that it doesn't get actually, from a single side. So we'll actually, ask Sajivan, what do you think actually has been the major growth driver from a vendor perspective for IT? You want a mic?
No, I think, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
So, I just take a few minutes. First of all, let me congratulate the teamwork for making something unexpected. Because I think none of us expected that by 6:30 there will be a large gathering like this. This is the first time in Delhi I am seeing this. So what does it show? That is we, citizens of India, are slowly getting ready for the transformation. So we are getting ready for the growth. And in terms of the growth drivers for India and IT, we need to talk about or understand the 3 things. When we talk about growth, there are 3 factors. First and the most important is the people. If you look at India, today the main growth driver is the population. Because of the 1.2 billion population, today we can think of growth. When 1969 we all were worried about population, but today India's strength is the population, the people. And the second factor is the infrastructure.
I would have actually given you a couple of minutes, but I'll just hold on to the thought over there. Is there anyone who actually feels differently about this population being the reason for the problem? I mean, just stand up, please. We'll just come back to everybody's for your 2 points, but I thought actually this is too attractive for me to let go.
So if you look at the middle income growth, so which is about 176 million now, which is likely to go up by 176 million within another 4 years. They've got hungry for growth. I think that is the driver, not just the population, even the demographic mix of the population. And I think even the average income has also gone up in the last so many years. They've got money to spend. And that's going to if you look at the younger generation,
Right.
right, the need for change is very often.
Right.
Not like that they keep it for 5 years or 7 years, to use equipment and so on.
Right.
I think these are all the facts or the scenarios which is driving the growth.
So demographics. What's actually important is not only population but demographics. Okay. I just interrupted because it was too attractive a thought to actually let go. We'll just come back to you again, actually, Sajeevan. But would you like to close off your thoughts about what are the growth factors?
Yeah. See, when there is a strong growing population, there's a basic requirements, basic needs. That's where we need infrastructure.
Okay.
We talk about telecom, power, roads, highway, bridges. It goes by infrastructure.
The sheer consumption actually itself is fueling the growth.
Definitely yes, because to meet the basic requirement, there is a great opportunity for us to have Nite.
Absolutely.
Third thing, the fact is the catalyst. Who are actually going to give this growth? It's the government, corporate, or the large service providers and the SMEs.
Right.
Today in India, if you take NDP, the net domestic production, 16% comes from non-corporate and non-government. That is SME and the service providers.
Right.
So if you look at the catalyst of growth, engines are the small and medium enterprises.
Absolutely. Okay, let's come back to this, revisit this because I've got an item on the agenda which I would like to actually cover along with you. So we'll just actually come back to Ajay. Ajay, your thoughts actually on this thing?
I think is right to add. So I would like to add one more point over the population part is we should not forget the young population which is there in India. So young population is creating a lot of growth in India.
Right.
So I would, from the young population point of view, I want to highlight the social media. Social media, the kind of the transformation the social media is putting in the system. For example, the Facebook.
Absolutely.
So I think I would say that more than 90% of the people in this room are on the Facebook.
Absolutely.
So the kind of the data uploading every day is happening on there. I would say the data every day data is creation is happening actually on the Facebook.
Right.
So that is the